So last week I went and saw Alice Through the Looking Glass. Did not enjoy it that much. I decided I needed a palate cleanser, and I'd heard all the good things about The Nice Guys. I finally spent the money and went and saw it for myself. And man, if you have not seen this movie, you are missing out on something very special and very fun. It's a crime comedy buddy movie about a couple of, one's a private investigator and one of them is kind of a man for hire. If you need something done to somebody else, so maybe some kind of revenge play, you pick one of these guys. Russell Crowe, as you might expect, is kind of the rough and tumble guy that packs around brass knuckles and does what he has to do. Ryan Gosling is kind of a private investigator that's not afraid to jump into the seedy side of Los Angeles, so the porn business is a big part of the narrative here. So is the smog in the city in 1977 LA. It's amazing. Shane Black really framed the city. There is kind of a glow around it and a love for Los Angeles, but you could also see the pollution big time factors heavily in the shots, but also in the plots of this movie. Another breakout standout performance in this movie is Andrew Rice, who plays Ryan Gosling's daughter in this thing. And between that dysfunctional relationship and the dysfunctional relationship that Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe create, also paired up with the dysfunctional relationship that every inhabitant of Los Angeles in 1977 has. It's a very fun movie, and it's a little haphazard. You don't really quite know what to expect from scene to scene because it does not shy away from being a little bit grisly and a little bit violent. There are some pretty big explosive gunfights in this thing. People do get shot. People do die some kind of horrible deaths in this thing, especially Keith David. Wow, I'm not going to spoil that one, but that's a pretty nasty end to another charismatic performance by that man. I really enjoyed myself with this movie. I was perhaps expecting it to be better than it was, but I really did enjoy the comedic repartee between our two leads. I'm very impressed with Ryan Gosling. He's really creating a nice palette of different characters out there. Incredibly versatile performer. I like that he's able to play these silent but deadly type of leading man roles, but he can also play somebody that's very nervous and skittish and worried about getting hurt. And he is hurt quite a bit in this movie, but he still has this kind of heroic charm about him, this heroic sensibility about him. And all of the snappy patter kind of evokes that sort of Raymond Chandler, Philip Marlowe kind of 30s pulpy noir stuff that I love. And it really does feel like he's making, Shane Black is making a love letter to, that noir crime era, but also some of that 70s Roman Polanski stuff that we saw in things like Chinatown. There's a lot of crazy types of scenarios in there, a little Elmore Leonard type of material in there. Kim Basinger has a nice meaty, juicy role in this thing. She feels a little stiff in the movie, but it's fun to see her on screen. Overall, though, this was an incredibly enjoyable couple of hours. It certainly isn't the best in its genre. I actually preferred Shane Black's Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I thought that was a better movie. I'm a huge fan of Iron Man 3. I just think this guy is... he's got a different kind of sensibility, and it's a fresh one in 2016 Hollywood. And I'm looking forward to whatever he's got coming down the pipeline. I saw that he has just confirmed that he's going to be working with The Rock on Doc Savage. So, instantly my radar dish goes up, and I'm interested in that. I do think that you should get out and see The Nice Guys. I would have liked a little bit more, comedy coming off of Russell Crowe. He's great at playing the brooding kind of bear. And he does look like a bear in this movie. It's unbelievable. He's so big. But he doesn't quite have any other layers than that in this thing. He does that exceptionally well, the gruffness and oh my God, he's got to heave his body into things that he doesn't want to get into, but he's fully capable of performing the actions that he needs to survive. I dug all that, but I wanted to see a little bit more, chatter, a little bit more of that sort of ability to chop that Ryan Gosling has got in his scenes, a little bit more sparkle. Ryan Gosling, I think, maybe hams it up a little bit too much in this movie, but I think it's going to be impossible for you to see this and not come away appreciating this man and his talent. The same sentiment goes for Shane Black as well, who co-wrote the movie and directed it. It's definitely worth your time. If you don't hit this in the theater, by all means, get this in home video in some format. But you got to see this. The Nice Guys gets an 8.5 out of 10 from me. Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.